सबसे बड़ी बात है फ्लेवर्स पेपर होता साइडला असं ठेवलं होतं
मैं भी डर गया। बोला आवाज नहीं आ रही मेरे को मोबाइल में, इसमें आवाज आ रही है मोबाइल में, इसमें आ रही है मेरे। नहीं वैसे सब बंद कर वो 2-3 सेकंड के उस पे जाता है लैग में। यहाँ पे अगर जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे हाँ बोला 2-3 सेकंड बाद हाँ पे नहीं ये नहीं दिखेगा, सिर्फ वो जो MS Teams में जो दिख ये दिख रहा है ना, सिर्फ ये दिख रहा है टच हो रहा है, ये स्क्रीन दिख रही है और ऊपर अपन ने वो लगाया।
A very good morning, everyone. I request the dignitaries to please join for lighting of lamp before we start the program.
हमारा बैठे हैं इधर इस साइड, फिर वो ऊपर जाके बैठेंगे तो कैमरे का एंगल इधर कर देंगे। हाँ वो को दिख रहा है। हारमोनियम बजा फेसबुक वाला खोल के देखा फेसबुक वाला ना, मेरे इसमें क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा? नहीं मेरे भी नहीं, मैंने लिंक खोली डायरेक्ट वाली। हेलो, नहीं आया था, इधर एक माइक ऑन था। हाँ तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना, आपने तो वो बात तो नहीं कर रहे थे, रिकॉर्डिंग की बात कर, अब नहीं आएगा।
We start the program with an audio visual about the Iisf 2025. So I request you all to have a look at that.
अभी आवाज आ रही है क्या? ये चेक करना पड़ता है इसमें। ये देखो इन्होंने अभी शेयरिंग बंद कर दी तो अपने आप वो आ गया।
Under the visionary leadership of
हेलो
Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, India is fostering scientific excellence and remarkable innovation. In line with the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat,
अभी आ रहा ना इसमें आवाज?
आजादी के 100 साल हम ऐसे ही नहीं बिताएंगे।
तो और मारो
आजादी के 100 साल ऐसे मनाएंगे कि दुनिया में विकसित भारत का झंडा फहरता होगा।
second, the similar tone, the India International Science Festival (IISF) began its journey in Delhi, 2015. 10 editions of IISF have been organized in various parts of the country. Today, it has grown into India's largest platform, celebrating science, technology, and innovation, bringing together scientific stakeholders on one stage. The India International Science Festival, IISF 2025, with its theme, Vigyan Se Samrodhi, for Atmanirbhar Bharat, will celebrate the spirit of innovation and Atmanirbharta in India for global good. The festival will be hosted at Punjab University, Chandigarh. Will feature vibrant thematic events that highlight India's achievements, innovations, and advancements across diverse scientific fields. The festival's core agenda is to strengthen the partnership between industry, academia, private innovators, and government, fostering collaboration and driving the nation's scientific ecosystem forward. The future, the Viksit Bharat 2047, starts now with the India International Science Festival 2025.
I request Shri Kumbhare ji to please escort the dignitaries to the dais.
एक क्वेश्चन है इन लोगों ने पूरा टाइम एड्रेस वो लगा के रखेंगे तो फिर अपने को डिग्निटरीज को कैसे दिखाएंगे?
तो सर को पूछ लो कि उसमें दिखाना है मोदी सिंह सर को कि इनको दिखाना है कि जो बैठे हैं वहाँ पे। हाँ
मतलब आप जैसे ये यहाँ पे डायस पे
I request our director sir, Dr. S. Venkat Mohan, to please welcome the dignitaries with a plant sapling.
जब ये शेयरिंग बंद होगी ना, हाँ ये ऐसे ही दिखता रहेगा। शेयरिंग जब बंद होगी ना तो फिर ये स्क्रीन यहाँ पे अपने आप दिखेगी मेन स्क्रीन पे। हाँ जैसे अभी उनने शेयरिंग बंद करके फिर वो वीडियो स्टार्ट किया था ना, तो वो जब तो उन लोग शेयरिंग
I
बंद नहीं
request
करेंगे
Venkat
तो
Mohan
फिर
sir
दिखते
to
रहेगा।
welcome the dignitaries from Bihar.
तो मोदी सिंह सर से एक बार कंफर्म कर लो।
So once again, a very good morning to our
उनको दिखाना
esteemed
था वैसे
chief
बता दो
guest,
तो इस
Dr.
setting
Mohan
कर
Krishna
देते
Reddy Mudiyam sir, dignitaries from Vibha, all the invitees, and my dear colleagues. On behalf of CSIR-NEERI, I heartily welcome you all to the curtain raiser of India International Science Festival, that is IISF 2025. This is being organized by Ministry of Earth Sciences in coordination with Science Ministries and Departments and Vigyan Bharti. The mission statement of IISF states Vigyan Se Samruddhi for Atmanirbhar Bharat. It expresses the belief that true prosperity arises from the application of scientific knowledge, transforming ideas into innovations, discoveries into development, and science into societal well-being. IISF 2025 aims to bring together scientists, innovators, educators, students, industry leaders, science communicators, and policymakers on one platform to promote collaboration, creativity, and knowledge exchange. With this program introduction, I request our director, sir, Dr. S. Venkat Mohan, to introduce
देखो, अगर वो ऐसे हुआ ना
with the
कि ये-
welcome speech.
ये देखो, मैंने एक पिन करके ये रखा हुआ है, ठीक है। अपन जब ये इनका प्रेजेंटेशन बंद करेंगे तो ये स्क्रीन यहाँ पे शिफ्ट हो जाएगी। अगर इनको भी
very good
दिखाना
morning to
है तो इसको भी
everyone.
पिन कर देना, तो दो स्क्रीन
It's
बन
my
जाएगी।
privilege to warmly welcome you all to this
ये
curtain raiser
हाँ।
and outreach
तो ये बंद होना
program
चाहिए था।
of the Indian International Science Festival
अपन नहीं कर सकते, अपन उसके host नहीं है।
2025.
जो
On
प्रेजेंटर
behalf
है वो
of
उसको बंद कर देना चाहिए।
CSIR-NEERI, I extend
तो
my
क्योंकि ये
heartfelt
स्क्रीन तो वहाँ
greetings
पे
to
दिख रही
all
होगी,
distinguished guests,
उनको दिखाने की
colleagues,
जरूरत नहीं है ना।
students from different schools, members of
तो मैंने
Vignan
पिन करके
Bharati,
भी रखा है ना।
media representatives, and everyone present here today. So at the outset, it's my honor to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Mohan Reddy Murli, Director, Institute of Pesticide Formulation Technology, Gurgaon. To say a few words, Dr. Mohan Reddy is one of the distinguished scientists known for his contribution to analytical as well as bioanalytical chemistry, and has been doing significant work in metabolomics, food safety, and environmental toxicology. So recently, he has been leading National Biofoundry Hub, specifically with the funding of DBT, to develop bioformulations for agriculture activity. His leadership, research excellence, and national and international recognition are truly inspiring. We are privileged to have you with us, and thank you very much for accepting in a short period of time. Also, extend warm welcome to Sri Naresh Chavkarji, member, National Governing Council of Vignana Bharati, on organization that has played a major role in connecting science and society and promoting scientific temper across the country. We are pleased to have you with us. We also welcome Dr. Mr. Ramakrishna ji for this event. Thank you very much for. Since 2015, the Indian International Science Festival has evolved into one of the largest platforms in the country for celebrating science, technology, innovation, as well as spirit of science. It brings together researchers, students, innovators, entrepreneurs, as well as general public to experience the vast landscape of Indian science. This year's festival, Iisf 2025, will be held in Chandigarh during 6th to 9th of December, organized by Ministry of Earth Science in association with Vignana Bharati. The theme for 2025 is Vignana Samruddhi for an Atmanirbhar Bharat, Science to Prosperity for a Self-Reliant India. We are happy that among the 21 themes this time this festival is taking, CSIR-NEERI is coordinating one of the themes on circular economy in collaborating with VIBA, Ministry of Earth Science, CSR, DST, and which is being convened by IIITM Pune. So as you all know that CSIR-NEERI since last 6 decades has been significantly contributing to environmental domain. So starting from sanitation to water treatment and subsequently wastewater treatment, and at present looking into climate change and adaptation, it has been very close with the policy making and one of the national reference lab, and has been closely associated with the society. Whenever there is an issue, then NEERI will come into the first thing to address the environmental issues wherever it happens. So for past decades, its contributions are very significant, and many of the technologies and process has been deployed in many of the domains, starting from water or wastewater or air pollution or climate change or environmental materials, apart from adaptation studies, particularly with respect to the carbon footprint reduction. So in this context of circular economy, the theme of this present today this year's festival, I would like to say a few words about what is happening with respect to the resources as well as environmental challenges. In 2020, there is one publication from Nature which reported first time in the human history, yet the history, materials which man-made materials, anthropogenic materials, crossed the biomass. So biomass weight. That means it exceeded the quantity of biomass available on Mother Earth with the artificially made materials. This is a very significant thing to consider because it reminds of our growing footprints, which is not sustainable because we need biomass or biodiversity in order to address the resilience. So whatever we do, whatever anthropologic we do, but we need biological components or ecological components to resilient back. Suppose CO2 we are producing, we need significant photosynthetic activity to convert into oxygen. Other is CO2 accumulation with this. So ecological resilience is important, but this says that we are crossing a limit. For a figure to say living biomass, particularly animal biomass on global Earth, it's about 4 gigatons. But plastic biomass as of 2020, it's 8 gigatons, 2 times more than the animal biomass. And similarly, trees and shrubs with accounts for biomass, it's about 900 gigatons. But the building infrastructure and all other things, materials, it crossed with 1000 gigatons. So this shows the comparative figures, how we are crossing the limits. So this is not sustainable. And also our consumption of materials, when we look into the global figures, it jumped from 50 billion tons in 2010 to near to 100 billion tons in 2021 and will be reaching near to 180 billion tons by 2050. So there is significant rise in materials requirement in another 20 years. And again, you know that the global population at present 8 billions will be crossing 10 billions by 2050. All these accounts for requirement of materials because materials are very important for our living. So whatever we do. So if we continue like that by 2050, we will need 2 times more resources, 50% of more fuel, 70% of more food, feed and fiber, apart from 50% of more water. And most important, 70% of population will live in urban space. This is again a critical issue. So according to Circularity Gap report, which was published in 2050, the global circularity rate at present is near to 7%. That means 93% of the resources, even though they have functional value, we are sending it to the landfills or other places which will not be functionally used. So recycling is very much important. And circular economy says that recycling, reuse, or making design in a closed loop approach is very much important in order to make resources in a closed loop so that functional materials should not go as a waste. So our thinking at present is take, make and dispose approach, which needs to be changed. It's a linear model. So we have to go to circular model, which is very much important. And some of the examples, suppose we have a food waste. When we are sending it to landfill, it will create climate change issues like it will emit methane or CO2. But when we are making it to compost or making it to gas in the form of methane or hydrogen or chemicals, we are able to close the loop. That's where circular economy come into play. Likewise, materials, even though we are able to repair, we are trying to send it as a waste. So we are losing a lot of resources there also. Likewise, we have to think how we can make resources in a reusable form because every material is having its functional value. So by adopting circular economy practices, we can reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by 39%. And particularly in India, by 2050, we are practicing circular economy. We'll be generating near to 40 lakh crores of economy, apart from reducing low emissions by 44%. So the approach of circular economy is very important to tackling the resource as well as climate issues, and also reducing pollution, conserving energy, and moving towards sustainable lifestyle. So the message is simple here with respect to circular economy. If we use our resource wisely, we protect the earth. So each one of you can be part of this change. So this year's Indian International Science Festival theme on circular economy will try to deliberate on the technologies that associates with circular economy with the stakeholders and trying to come up with some kind of policy interventions as well as a roadmap that can be taken up further to address the issue of resource, particularly in a closed loop approach. So as you all know, NEERI is one of the institutes which try to do outreach programs, taking science to society through our various outreach programs led by Kumbhareji. We reach nearly 1 lakh students every year through lab visits, scientific demonstrations, and hands-on learning. So I sincerely thank Kumbhareji for his dedicated efforts in science outreach programs and also for organizing this event, today's program, in such a well-designed manner by including laboratory visits, scientist-student interactions, and science exhibition. So we hope this will create a spark curiosity as well as inspire young minds and show how science solves the real-world problems. So once again, I warmly welcome you all. Thank you for being here and making this event meaningful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening information related to utilizing environmental resources for a resilient approach. Now I request Shri Naresh Chapekar ji, Member National Governing Council Vibha, to share words on IISF 2025.
सभी को नमस्कार। नीरी के डायरेक्टर वेंकट मोहन सर, मोहना मुदियम डायरेक्टर IPFT, हमारे कलीग रामकृष्णन जी, यहाँ उपस्थित सभी विज्ञान भारती के कार्यकर्ता एवं अधिकारी और विद्यार्थी मित्रों, मैं यहाँ पे केवल IISF के बारे में शॉर्ट में बात करूंगा क्योंकि आपको बाद में प्रेजेंटेशन, आपने वीडियो देखा ही है, प्रेजेंटेशन और कुछ इवेंट्स जो आप बच्चों से निगडित है, बच्चों के बारे में है, बच्चे जहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं, ऐसे कुछ इवेंट है, उसके बारे में आप सुनेंगे। सो ज्यादा समय आपका ना लेते हुए, जैसा कि अभी वेंकट मोहन सर ने बताया हमें कि इट वाज अ शॉकिंग इंफॉर्मेशन, आई डिड नॉट नो कि हम बायोमास का हमारा एक्सीड कर रहे हैं, मटेरियल जो हम प्रोड्यूस किए हैं वो एक्सीड कर रहे हैं। दैट इज रियली शॉकिंग। और उसका सोल्यूशन क्या रहेगा तो हमें पता है, रीयूज, रिड्यूस एंड रिसाइकल। सो ये सब चीजें हमें करनी पड़ेगी। और ये सब चीजें हम कहाँ सीखते हैं? अगर हम ठीक से देखें तो भारत का जो ट्रेडिशन है, हमारा जो ट्रेडिशन है, हमारा जो कल्चर है, हमारा कल्चर हमें कभी भी कंज्यूमरिज्म, मैंने उपभोक्ता बनाने के पीछे नहीं लगता है। हमें हर चीज, हम हमारे घरों में देखेंगे तो हर चीज रीयूज की जाती है, ये हमारे ट्रेडिशंस है। और ये चीजें अगर हम करेंगे तो हम डेफिनेटली पर्यावरण का संतुलन बनाए रखेंगे और और इसलिए हमारे ट्रेडिशंस का और हमारी संस्कृति का महत्व है। इसीलिए विज्ञान भारती की ये जो आइडिया है, इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल, ये एक विज्ञान भारती ने आगे रखी हुई आइडिया है और इसको भारत सरकार ने सपोर्ट करने का तय किया। 2015 से हम इसको हर साल कर रहे हैं और इसमें मुख्य रूप से इसका जो आखिरी का वर्ड है, इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल, क्योंकि हम हर चीज को फेस्टिवल की तरह मनाते हैं, परिवार एकत्र आता है, उसके ऊपर हम विचार करते हैं कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं और उसके कारण हमारे यहाँ पे अभी तक कई समस्याओं को समाधान हम निकाल पाए हैं। बट विथ ग्रोइंग वेस्टर्न इन्फ्लुएंस और ये कंज्यूमरिज्म जैसा सर ने बताया कि हम बनाते जा रहे हैं, मटेरियल बनाते जा रहे हैं, हम उसकी सारी साइकिल की सोचते नहीं है, वो लैंडफिल में जला जाता है, उसके कारण बहुत पर्यावरण का ये हो रहा है। तो ये सब चीजें हमें कम करनी है, तो हमें हमारे रूट्स के तरफ वापस जाना चाहिए। हमारे रूट्स हमें बताते हैं कि विज्ञान भी एक त्योहार की तरह से हमें सेलिब्रेट करना चाहिए, हमारे दैनंदिन जीवन में होना चाहिए। और ये सब हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, ये चीजें जानने के लिए आप लोग इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल का जरूर जानकारी ले। कई इवेंट्स उसके ऑनलाइन रहेंगे, कई इवेंट्स में आप जा सकते हैं, तो आप बच्चे उसमें सहभागी होइए। अगर आप ना भी जा सके तो ये सारे इवेंट्स ऑनलाइन रहेंगे, सो आप लोग इन इवेंट्स को देख सकेंगे। 3 दिन का इवेंट है और ये इवेंट में आप जरूर सहभागी होने की कोशिश कीजिए। इस साल अगर नहीं हो पाए तो अगले साल आप इसमें जरूर हिस्सा लीजिए। और हमें विज्ञान में प्रगति करना है तो भारत केंद्रित विज्ञान की प्रगति हमें करनी है, और वो कैसे करेंगे इसकी भी जानकारी आपको इस इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल में मिलेगी। काफी इंटरेस्टिंग इवेंट है। सर ने एक सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी का बताया जो कि CSIR-NEERI ही उसको रन कर रहा है। इसके अलावा भी कई इवेंट्स है जिसकी जानकारी आप जरूर सुनिएगा। सो इतना बोल के मैं अभी यहाँ रुकता हूँ, सो दैट यू कैन गेट मोर डिटेल्स, the accurate details of what are all the other events that are happening at India International Science Festival 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the background information related to the event. In continuation to this, I request Dr. Prakash Itankar, Secretary Vibha Vidarbh, to brief about the event.
Namaste. Namaskar. Yeah, very good morning. So, respected dais, and first of all, being part of the organizing team of Iisf 2025 Vigyan Bharati, and we as a Vigyan Bharati Vidarbha sincerely express gratitude towards CSIR-NEERI for hosting this curtain raiser of a grand event of science, a festival which is celebrated nationally and internationally, known as Iisf 2025. I have been given the responsibility to introduce you with this program and the complete horizon of it in brief. So, as you look into the slide, you can see that there are a few organizers of this program, and primarily Ministry of Earth Sciences is the coordinating ministry for the hosting of this particular conference or the Mahotsav. And this ministry is what? It is mandated to advance the research, monitoring and applications in meteorology, oceanography, seismology and climate sciences. Ministry of Earth Sciences plays a pivotal role in shaping India's scientific policies and infrastructure. So this is something we must be aware of when we start with Iisf, and under the able leadership of our visionary Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi and the Iisf chief patrons, Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji, who is Honorable Minister of State in charge for Science and Technology, and the state in which we are going to have this program, the Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Naib Singh Saini ji. The partner for this, organizing is Vigyan Bharati, and Vigyan Bharati is India's premier voluntary organization dedicated to promoting scientific temper, indigenous knowledge, and public engagement in science. And as a key partner of IISF 2025, Vibha facilitates outreach. So here we are today. We have facilitated outreach with CSIR-NEERI, awareness campaigns and community participation across India. Through its extensive network of educators, students, and science enthusiasts, Vigyan Bharati bridges formal science institutions with grassroots initiatives, promoting innovation, knowledge sharing, and societal application of science while fostering national pride in India's scientific achievements and heritage. There are a few collaborating agencies, like you can see the emblems, the logos of CSIR, then DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology, ISRO, and Department of Atomic Energy, which has been a crucial player in hosting this IISF 2025. These organizations bring expertise across multidisciplinary research like biotechnology, space technology, energy, atomic science, and innovation ecosystems. And the major coordinating institute, which you might not have heard about, is IITM, that is Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, which is providing scientific and technical leadership for the event, and which is known for its research in meteorology, climate science, and atmospheric studies. So, as was briefed by Venkat Mohan sir about the theme of this program, so you can really quote this: Vigyan se Samruddhi for Atmanirbhar Bharat is the theme, and this really is trying to tell us that we must celebrate and advance the spirit of science-led growth for a self-reliant and prosperous India. So, what are the key points which we are going to have is we are going to have a showcase of India's scientific achievements and innovations contributing to sustainable development. That is number one. Second is inspire young minds like you to pursue career in science, technology, and innovation. Third is to encourage science-based entrepreneurship and innovation-driven economic growth, and then strengthen the connection between traditional knowledge systems and modern research. So these two ends we are going to have a bridge between. Foster global partnership for addressing shared challenges through science and technology. And finally, Vigyan se Samruddhi embodies the belief that true prosperity arises from the application of scientific knowledge for A, transforming ideas into innovations, B, discoveries into development, and C, science into societal well-being. So these three major objectives, and we are going to lead with Previa here, institutional curtain raiser, but there are going to be sub-themes, like I'm going to have some 21 names which are going to be the thematic zones, and there are experts who are going to deliberate upon it. So first is the Science on Sphere. Second is going to be Ambassadors and Science Consulate Meet, which is going to be an international meet. Then Himalayas in a changing climate is going to be another sub-theme. Thought Leaders Roundtable. Then Vision Sansad, that is the institutional leaders meet. Blue Economy, Clean Energy, Hackathons, Startup Journeys, Circular Economy, as was described by Venkat Mohan sir. International Olympiad Students Meet, we are going to listen from Panini Telanji. Students Science and Technology Village, that is one of the very unique feature of this India International Science Festival, which has been named as the New Nalanda. Educators and Teachers Workshop, the Gurukula, which is going to be explained to you by Hemant Pandey sir. Nari Shakti, Young Scientist Conclave, New Age Technologies, Science Literature Festival, that is called as Vigyanika, Media Conclave, National Social Organizations and Institutions Meet, and Science Through Games and Adventures, that is called as the Science Safari for all young ones, and Science Technology Defense Space Exhibition are going to be the major themes of this conference. So first and foremost is what is the major attraction here? So is the creation of the science on sphere. So it is developed as a unique educational tool. Science on sphere allows visitors to explore topics ranging from Earth's changing climate and ocean currents to planetary systems and galaxy formations. It invites learners, researchers, and curious visitors of all age to discover how science influences daily lives and global progress. By presenting knowledge in an accessible and immersive form, Science on a Sphere highlights the beauty and importance of scientific inquiry in shaping a sustainable future. So that is going to be a very big attraction of this conference, and this is how we are going to welcome you. Next is the Science and Technology and Ecology of Northwest India. So as this conference is going to be hosted in the Northwest region of Bharat, so we are going to have the issues related with the environment or the technology or defense pertaining to Northwest of India. Next is, since it is India International, so second I is international. So we are going to have the ambassadors and science consulates meet. So what is there on the offer? This is a distinguished initiative under Iisf 2025 aimed at strengthening international scientific collaborations, knowledge exchange, and innovation partnership with ocean rim countries. So RIM means those countries which has got the expanse of seashore along with their lands. So those are called as the ocean rim countries and other global stakeholders. The event is going to provide a platform for diplomatic representatives, scientific advisors, and research consulates to engage directly with Indian scientists, policymakers, and industry leaders. So next is going to be International Olympiad for students. So this is something which is going to be very interesting for all of you. And in detail, Panini sir will tell you about it, but it is going to involve the science, maths, and sciences. It is going to celebrate and nurture the brightest young scientific minds from across India. And especially Vigyan Bharati conducts the Vigyan Bharati Vigyan Manthan as an examination which some of you might have gone through. But the students and participants from Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan and the International Olympiads in STEM will engage in interactive workshops, hands-on experiments, panel discussions with eminent scientists and mentorship sessions. So as we are moving ahead, we are entering into the new age technologies, and that is how Iisf is going to represent this particular segment with a visionary platform which is designed to showcase the cutting edge advancements shaping the future of science, industry, and society. This initiative brings together thought leaders, researchers, entrepreneurs, and students to explore transformative technologies that are redefining how we live, how we are going to work, and interact with the world. So from artificial intelligence to quantum breakthroughs, the event will spotlight emerging domains that hold the key to solving global challenges, driving economic growth, and positioning India as a leader in technological innovations. Some of the fields I will explain are artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence, bioeconomy, new space technology, quantum technology, gene editing, emerging telecommunications, semiconductor technologies, and unmanned aerial vehicles. So this is all a great journey that's going to be in the offing. Then you can see there are multiple sub-themes. Some of them I'm going to just introduce you. One is the startup journey. So this is something which has crossed and broken the barriers of age. So a startup can be a student, a startup can be a scientist, and anybody out of the best minds from anywhere in India. So celebrating innovation, growth, and entrepreneurial impact. And this journey is going to give you a dynamic platform which is designed to spotlight the spirit of entrepreneurship and the transformative journeys of India's emerging startups. Besides that, you can see that there is a student science and technology village that is named as the New Nalanda. And this is envisioned as an exciting hub to engage, inspire, and ignite curiosity among the young minds in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is designed as an interactive learning ecosystem. The village will feature hands-on demonstrations, live experiments, educational games, innovation challenges, and thematic workshops that makes learning science both fun and meaningful. Students will gain opportunities to explore real-world application of scientific principles, encouraging curiosity-driven inquiry and creative problem solving. Then there is going to be a teachers engagement also. It's not only that change is going to be for the students, but we as a teachers also going to be engaged in educator and teacher workshop called as the Gurukula, and wherein this platform is dedicated for the professional development of science teachers and educators, details about which will be coming from Dr. Hemant Pandey sir. Then women's development to women-led development in science and technology, that is called as Nari Shakti, is another major component, and it is going to have a focus on global participation of women in STEM professions at only, which is only at 35 to 36%, which is very low participation from women folks. And it is found that it has got only 6% of the modest growth. So we want more and inspired young girls and women to participate in the development of the nation through science and technology. Next is Young Scientist Conclave. So it is for the empowering the youth, and this brings the Yuva SSB awardees, Young Scientist awardees, young innovators, scientists, and faculty mentors, fostering a collaborative environment for researchers under 45, age of 45, and that's why we are calling them as youth, right? So this includes the PhD students, postdoctoral and doctoral candidates, and they are going to give a chance to showcase their own achievements, accomplishments, network with peers and experts, and explore collaborative opportunities. So there is another side of it. So one was something which we have to do in the laboratory and as an experiment, but then expression of it nationally and internationally is also a very important thing, and therefore we have the Science Literature Festival, which is called as Vigyanika, and this is envisioned as a vibrant celebration of the fusion of science and literature, highlighting how scientific ideas and discoveries are expressed, interpreted, and shared through diverse literary and artistic forms. The event will promote science literacy, spark creativity in storytelling, and inspire dialogues on how traditional wisdom and contemporary science together shape our vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Then we have the Media Conclave, that is going to be for the media professionals, journalists, science communicators, and content creators to engage with the latest developments in science, technology, and innovation. We have national social organizations and institutions meet, and that is a platform to foster collaboration and knowledge exchange among stakeholders committed to societal development. So there are many such organizations, and bringing them on one platform wherein we are going to have the live demonstrations of innovative technologies with social impact. That is an important thing. Platform for collaboration between industry, policy, and social sectors. Focus on livelihood-centric and grassroots development models. Encouragement of social diffusion to underserved communities, and showcasing commercialization opportunities for scientific innovations with societal benefit. Then we have the Science Safari, which is for the students, and this is for science through games and adventures, wherein the new Nalanda is designed to engage students and teachers through interactive learning experiences that combine science, game, and adventure. And finally, since there are many more events, I'm not able to cover them all, but then blue economy was one, circular economy has been explained already. And with that brief introduction, I would like to express sincere thanks to Iisf organizing team for giving us this opportunity to host this outreach program here in CSIR-NEERI for today. And I'm very happy that all of you have participated. So I'm grateful to all of you and appeal to all of you to participate in many such events which are going to be great contribution for the development of our nation and moving it towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful details of the interesting scientific event, which will surely illuminate many minds. Now, taking the session forward, I would like to introduce our chief guest who has immense scientific contribution in his field. Dr. Mohan Krishna Reddy Modiam is the Director of Institute of Pesticide Formulation Technology, Gurugram. Something else. Sorry for the interruption. I think we have some more speakers from Vibha who are going to tell us something more in detail about the program. So I request Dr. Panini Telam from Vibha with us to come and share his thoughts, please.
स्क्रीन अटक गई है। नहीं, उससे पहले स्क्रीन में मुझे वो जो पहले के सर जो खड़े थे ना, वही दिख रहे हैं अभी भी। क्या करके? अच्छा, ठीक है, अभी प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू हो गई।
सरस्वती माता को नमन करता हूं। ऑनरेबल डायस, मेरे सामने जितने भी विद्यार्थी बैठे हैं वो अपना हाथ ऊपर कर सकते हैं। देखना चाहता हूं कितने विद्यार्थी है। तो विद्यार्थियों की संख्या ज्यादा है, पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात है कि जो बड़े लोग हैं उन्होंने भी हाथ ऊपर किया है, ये बताने के लिए कि हमारा जन्म से ही हम विद्यार्थी होते हैं, मरते दम तक हम विद्यार्थी रहते हैं। तो आप सभी के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां बजाइए। बहुत बार मैं सोच रहा था कि ये इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल में बहुत सारे थीम है, पर पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, विज्ञान भारती, इनको ऐसा लगा कि एक आयाम जोड़ना चाहिए और वो आयाम मिसिंग था। इसके पहले वाले जितने भी इवेंट्स हुए आईआईएसएफ के, उसमें ये आयाम मिसिंग था। वो जो मिसिंग आयाम है वो इस बार होने जा रहा है और मेरे ख्याल से अगले हर आईआईएसएफ में ये एक प्रोमिनेंट और मेजर रोल प्ले करने वाला है। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात है, इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल में एक इवेंट होने जा रहा है जिसका नाम है इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड स्टूडेंट्स मीट। ओलंपियाड के लिए जितने भी बच्चे थे उनको यहाँ पर बुलाकर उनको कुछ अलग से चीजें देना है। उनका भी एक सम्मेलन होना चाहिए और सम्मेलन का दृष्टिकोण एक ही है, आत्मनिर्भर भारत और विज्ञान से समृद्धि। तो विज्ञान का जो एक आयाम है ओलंपियाड स्टूडेंट का, वो इसके पहले वाले आईआईएसएफ में नहीं जोड़ा गया था, अब वो शुरू हुआ है। जब 2 महीने पहले इसकी मीटिंग हुई कि क्या करना चाहिए इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड स्टूडेंट के लिए, तो ये बताया गया कि जितने भी ओलंपियाड स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको पूरे देश, बाकी के देश में जाके बसे हुए जो स्टूडेंट है उनको भारत में बुलाना है और भारत में इनका एक मीट लेना है। फिर हमने ये कहा कि नहीं, हमको सिर्फ वही स्टूडेंट नहीं चाहिए, उनके साथ साथ हमें विद्यार्थी विज्ञान मंथन परीक्षा के जो टॉपर्स है वो भी हमें चाहिए, इंस्पायर अवार्ड विनर्स चाहिए और अलग अलग जगह पर जहां विद्यार्थियों ने कुछ अचीव किया है वो सारे बच्चे हमको उस मीट में चाहिए। अब आप ये सोच रहे होंगे, सारे स्टूडेंट्स ये सोच रहे होंगे कि हम तो ओलंपियाड की परीक्षा के बारे में भी नहीं जानते और अगर हम नहीं जानते तो हम यहाँ पर आईआईएसएफ में कैसे जा सकते हैं। तो आपको एक ही काम करना है, अगले साल
विद्यार्थी विज्ञान मंथन, ये जो परीक्षा विज्ञान भारती ले रहा है उसमें आपको पार्टिसिपेट करना है और आपका एंट्री वहां से होने वाला है। इस साल करीब करीब 400 स्टूडेंट ने पूरे भारत देश से अप्लाई किया हुआ है, करीब 100 स्टूडेंट ने इंटरनेशनल लेवल से अप्लाई किया हुआ है। तो हमने ये सोचा है कि 50 स्टूडेंट बाहर से लेंगे, बाहर के देशों से लेंगे और 100 स्टूडेंट हमारे देश के। इसलिए अभी पॉसिबल नहीं है क्योंकि ये ओवर सब्सक्राइब्ड है, ओवर सब्सक्राइब्ड होने की वजह से वहां पर लिमिटेशन है। पर ये भी सवाल हमारे मन में आया था कि क्या एक्टिविटीज हमने ये बच्चों के लिए करनी चाहिए। तो जैसे आपका उदाहरण देखिए कि आप अगर कोई एग्जाम में फर्स्ट आते हैं तो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हमें पूरा ज्ञान आ गया, ऐसा नहीं होता है। ओलंपियाड स्टूडेंट जो होते हैं उनका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग अच्छा होता है, पर उनको बाकी की चीजें उनको पता नहीं होती है। वो बताने के हिसाब से यहाँ पर हमने अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज प्लान की है। जैसे उदाहरण के तौर पर आपको सैटेलाइट्स के बारे में पता है? सैटेलाइट सुना है आपने? तो सैटेलाइट्स आपको पता है कितने सैटेलाइट्स होते हैं? भारत के पास कितने सैटेलाइट है? सारे देशों के कितने सैटेलाइट है? वो इतने ज्यादा नंबर है कि आपको गिनती भी बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगी। इतने ज्यादा सैटेलाइट अर्थ के अराउंड ऑर्बिट कर रहे हैं। इनको ट्रैक कैसे किया जाता है? अगर ये जानना चाहते हो तो इस साल के ISF 2025 में आपका आना जरूरी है, क्योंकि यहाँ के साइंटिस्ट बताएंगे आपको कि किस तरह से हर सैटेलाइट का ट्रैकिंग हम कहीं से भी कर सकते हैं। उसके बारे में आपका एक सेशन यहाँ पर डिजाइन हुआ है। उसके साथ साथ क्लाइमेट चेंज, जिनके बारे में अभी सर ने पूरी बात बताई कि कितना बड़ा सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी का रोल होने वाला है, वही बात मैं आपको दोहरा रहा हूं। जब सर ये सारी बातें बता रहे थे कि बायोमास कम है और बाकी जो हमने प्रोड्यूस किया हुआ मटेरियल है वो सबसे ज्यादा है, तब मुझे लगा आप में से बैठे हुए विद्यार्थी ये रिसर्च के लिए काम में आएंगे। और ये रिसर्च अगर आप सब लोग करते हैं तो IISF का जो मकसद है वो पूरा कंप्लीट हो सकता है, और वही मकसद है विज्ञान से समृद्धि। तो आप सभी विज्ञान प्रेमी है, इसलिए आप यहाँ पर हो। पर विज्ञान से सिर्फ प्रेम करना जरूरी नहीं है, रिसर्च करना भी जरूरी है। उनके लिए क्लाइमेट चेंज का एक हमने सेशन रखा हुआ है। उसके साथ साथ एक सेशन हमने लिया है पैनल डिस्कशन का, जहां पर फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ्स, बायोलॉजी, एस्ट्रोनॉमी और अर्थ साइंसेस के रिलेटेड ओलंपियाड के जो एग्जाम्स होते हैं उनके बारे में हम जानकारी पैनल डिस्कशन के थ्रू लेने वाले हैं। और एक हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपेरिमेंट, क्योंकि ओलंपियाड के जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं वो कभी हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपेरिमेंट पे नहीं जाते, इसलिए हमने उनके लिए डायल क्लॉक, जो सन क्लॉक होता है, उसका लाइव प्रेजेंटेशन
फिर से ज्वाइन करो। ये वाला हाँ यही वाला। स्पीकर बंद करो तो सब बंद है ना?
आएंगे। उनका आने जाने का, ट्रैवल का खर्चा गवर्नमेंट कर रही है। उनका अकोमोडेशन, उनके फूड की व्यवस्था ये भी गवर्नमेंट कर रही है। और इसके अलावा मीट द साइंटिस्ट में आप साइंटिस्ट से रूबरू हो सकते हो, उनसे बात कर सकते हो। ये सारी चीजें आपके लिए गवर्नमेंट कर रही है। कार्यक्रम एक दिन का है, पर गवर्नमेंट ने आपके लिए अकोमोडेशन पूरे 4 दिन का दिया है, 6, 7, 8 और 9, ताकि आप सिर्फ इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड स्टूडेंट मीट में ही ना आए, पर उसके साथ साथ आप सारे कार्यक्रम देखें। साइंस विलेज जाए, साइंस सफारी में जाए, साइंस से रिलेटेड जो भी आपको पढ़ना है वो आपको पढ़ने का एक मौका मिल रहा है। ये ऐसे जो फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं, अभी सर ने, प्रकाश जी ने यहाँ पर बताया कि उसका प्रेजेंटेशन भी अगर आप देखोगे तो आपको ये दिखेगा, इस प्रेजेंटेशन में बहुत कलरफुल स्लाइड्स थे। आपने ऑब्जर्व किया या नहीं किया? इतने कलरफुल थे। वो कलरफुल क्या दिखा रहे हैं? इट इज शोइंग द फेस्टिविटी। वो फेस्टिविटी आपको दिखा रहे